Hello. Welcome to HDiiTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Just watching some football games from the past weeks. Looking at who's good, who's not. I meant to do my review on the Aces game 2 with Liberty. But before we get into that, shout out to Simply Ball Dropping. Cashapp's doing his thing, but that dude up there, Mel or whatever he is, One Man Down Sports, he's an idiot. And I hope one day I can get on there when he comes on, because people don't know. If you don't know about the WNBA, if you barely watched on and off, don't talk, because you make yourself sound stupid. You're judging people off of being a rookie. Camila got hurt, and when she came back, she was under minutes restrictions. And down the stretch, the reason Izzy would play is because Camila was still trying to get used to the pace, trying to get used to the different schemes on the floor, and she was trying to get used to playing those minutes again. Because you got to remember, Camila's never really played 30-some minutes in college. She played like near 20 to 25 because she was on a team that had a lot of talent on it. And I think people forget where she came from, and she still in her mind was psychologically still thinking about her shoulder. Now, the dude kept saying something about win and were they winning and stuff. They won a couple games, but Camila wasn't the reason they were losing. They were losing because the guards were getting destroyed on the perimeter, and they were getting caught in pick and roll action, and they weren't going over top of the picks or the screens. They were going underneath, and they were getting shot out the game. So this is how I know this guy don't know basketball, because he would realize it wasn't Miller. Miller did a lot to keep us in games. And Camila did play the best on the team and out of the rookies in the second half of the season. Her and I believe Rakia were balling. So I don't get what Cuz was talking about, And I know Cashapp got to keep it, he got to do certain things because he got relationships with different YouTubers. Me, I don't give a shit. I'm going to go in on your ass, whether you a fellow YouTuber, whether you come and support me or whether you don't support me no more after a video. I don't care. Because to me, we've gotten out of the society of where we got to let people know how it is. And I think a lot of times people get caught up in the narratives, or they get caught up in the stats. Stats were created to document what a player does in the game. Now, when you're reading stats, the stats don't tell you the game. It just tells you what they did. And the plus or minus tells you how effective they were when they were on the floor working with the other members on their team. But see, people don't know that. People want to talk and just talk because they love hearing themselves talk, and they feel everything they say is intelligent because they're talking in circles and they talking this is how it is. This is how the game's supposed to be. Miller, she's not physical enough. She has it. He talks in that voice, sounding like sounding like Stewie from Family Guy with his little ass voice. And it's like, the reason they call you Man Down Sports, because nigga, you is down when it comes to talking sports. You don't know what you're talking about. Camila is a rookie. Just because Angel is going off, Angel is a different type of rookie. She's a rookie that just came in and did her thing. Angel, during the season, if you saw the second half of the season, they played more high and low, where Camila had one-on-one a lot. And then whenever the double team came, she would either kick it out to one of the guards or she would kick it out to Angel. And Angel would take those shots. And Angel actually, when she actually had confidence, she was making those mid-range shots and those three-point shots, which made the defense have to play her honest, and that allowed Camila to operate down low. But if this guy would have just sat there and listened to Brooklyn, shout out to Brooklyn 80s, baby, if he would have actually sat and listened to what Brooklyn was trying to say, then cool. But everybody else, this ain't dissing Cashapp. Love Cashapp and what he does. Love how he moderated the show. But I disagree with you too, Cashapp. And it's all out of love. Camila did play physical. The thing is, Camila isn't as strong yet because she's still a rookie. She's not as strong as everybody. That's why when she played Asia the third and fourth times, or the last time they played, or they played twice, excuse me, I think second half of the season, she got better and better playing her. She got better when she played BG the second time. Just because somebody scores is how they score. Somebody could drop 40, but that 40 was a hard 40 for them to get because that defender was deterring them from their spots, deterring them from being able to score. And I disagree with you, man. Camila was fine. Camila was coming along fine. Teaspoon didn't have her late in games because Camila was trying to get her win back. She didn't play. Getting in shape and playing shape is two different things. That's the Cashapp and that's to the one-man down dude. Now, I respect Cashapp because Cashapp know what he's talking about. Yo ass don't know what the hell you talking about. And you might not see this video, but I don't care. I want my subscribers and I want the other people who come and watch me to know about you and go test you on this stuff. We've got to get out of this that I know it all attitude. You don't know it all. Because when Brooklyn 80s, baby, gave you two bigs that operated down low together, a Rebecca Brunson and Sylvia Fowles, you just shitted on what he said and said, oh, Camila could never be like that. Honestly, I think Camila's ceiling could be better than any big that played in the game. I believe Angel could be probably the best four to ever play the game. They're rookies, bro. You can go back and watch Asia. Asia did okay her rookie year, but she wasn't every game just going off like that. No, she had some growing pains as well. Caitlin Clark, she didn't dominate this year, but as a rookie, she did great. She had a historical season, and you can't shit on that. But there's a lot of flaws that were in her game. And nobody wants to mention it because they love glazing Caitlin Clark. Now, Camila and Angel, to me, could be better than Rebecca Brunson and Sylvia Fowles because I think, in my opinion, Angel needs to develop a handle and she needs to develop a mid-range shot and a three-point shot. To me, if she's able to handle the ball, she could become a point forward. She could be what Candace Parker's is. To me, she could be more Candace Parker than more Asia, in my opinion. That's just me. I don't think she's Asia. The only thing she got from Asia is that motor. As far as the game and skill, I think Rakia, in my opinion, could be more like Asia. In my opinion, if she bulks up some more. Now, Camila and everything, Camila could be something we never seen at the 5. She could be a Tina Thompson, but bigger. She's a bigger Tina Thompson to me. She can be able to put the ball, post you up, or she can stretch the floor. Camila can hit the 3 or the mid-range. She has a shot to do that. Plus, she played at SC. So, I disagree with Cashapp, and the people on Cashapp show, man, y'all gotta challenge Cashapp and others. Like, you don't have to agree with everything Cashapp does. Even on my show, everybody don't agree with my ass at all. That's why I got them on the panel, because we disagree. I don't want people on there who's like, oh, that's okay to say. No, come and challenge me. I love challenges. But the reason I started off by saying that is because I'm just tired of people dissing Camila, like Camila didn't have a great season for a rookie. She had a great season. She did good. If she wouldn't have got hurt, then you would have saw two rookies having historical seasons. Camila and Angel would have had a historical season together. Plus, they had a historical season. They're the only duo rookie that had over 21 plus rebounds, I believe, a game as a duo. That's incredible. So people look at stuff and poo-poo it because it ain't just shooting the ball in the basket or logo threes. And that's the reason why I hate today's basketball. I hate today's basketball. That's why I told 80s baby he gonna disagree with me. I don't like the shots Dame take. Dame takes logo threes when he doesn't need to. Now, he's limited himself from that when he's in Milwaukee because, he's in Milwaukee and he has a team around him more than he, I believe, had in Portland. In some people's cases, I still believe he had good teams in Portland. He just didn't close the deal. Now, the reason I'm talking all like this because I'm leading into a segment about the Las Vegas Aces. The New York Liberty, shout out to them. They did their job. But in my opinion, the Las Vegas Aces have lost their edge to defend. When the Las Vegas Aces defend at a high level, when they decide to turn up on defense, that's when they get better. That's when their team starts clicking on every cylinder. And that's what they're missing. They're missing that tough defense. To me, they should have kept Jessica Carter. Jessica Carter would have been very key in this game and the last game. Not saying scoring wise, she would have did well to clog the paint. She could have defended Jaquel, gave her some problems, and you would have allowed Asia to actually play, stretch four and could actually operate against Stewie. You could have had her against Stewie. But now, because you don't have that size, Asia's your biggest person on the team next to Kia Stokes. Kia Stokes went out. I think Jaquel Jones just pushed her, shoved her out of bounds. That should have been a flagrant foul on Jaquel Jones. But hey, we know what it is. We know they got that hometown cooking. They got Spike Lee, Stewie. They got Jason Sudeikis, a.k.a. Caitlin Clark Ryder. So, it's like, once you lost Stokes, you really didn't have no size to help out. Stokes, you just needed Stokes for size. I think Stokes would have helped down the stretch. Alicia Clark did okay, but they were missing a lot of size. Kelsey Plum, I don't know what it is. Kelsey Plum just has not been playing good. She just hasn't been very consistent. The first game, I think they said she scored 24, but the 24 was a measly quiet 24. Like, it was like, all right, you had it, but it really wasn't impactful. Asia down the stretch missed some big bunnies. If she could have made those bunnies, they would have won this game. All the Aces have to do is clean up their missed free throws and their missed bunnies at the hoop. Because, and then Tip Hayes just has not played well. She's been terrible these past two games. Defensively coming in, Sabrina has been cooking her. If not cooking her scoring wise, she's been cooking her getting around screens and setting other teammates up. And then this goes to Brogad because he doesn't know basketball at all. He just get on my nerves. He just love to talk. Sabrina, the offense, is not running the point. The person running the point or running the point of attack is what we call it on the floor is Stewie. Stewie is running the point of attack. She's putting everybody in position. This is why Vandersloot is on the bench, because Stewie could bring the ball up as well as handle the ball. Plus, she can put people in their positions. She knows how Sabrina likes the ball. Sabrina has learned how to play off the ball, which has made her a better player this year. That's something to me Caitlin Clark needs to do. Caitlin Clark needs to go talk to Sabrina, but I don't think she has it in her to do it. So it might be a waste of time. Jaquel Jones hit a couple big shots. She was key in the paint. She was getting away with a lot of pushing and shoving, but she handled her business down low. The Liberty as a whole did well. Kayla Thornton was the one who really changed the game. Her impact coming in the second quarter, her energy, her attacking the basket. It was a lot of mismatches where they ended up having her on Kelsey, and she would get the ball and just punish Kelsey down low. And this is the problem that's been for the Aces. Kelsey Plum's defense has really been bad this year. Jackie Young has been having to save her a lot of times. And Asia's been having to kind of cheat off of the person she's defending to try to help Kelsey, so they don't get that easy bucket. Kelsey's problem is, she's not getting to her spots. She's not and then when her shot isn't on, or if she's missing a lot, she gets in her head and defensively she gets taken out the game. But Kelsey's getting a lot of matchups. They're getting a lot of matchup problems on Kelsey, and they're able to perform. Vandersloot came in off the bench and just dominated. Just her energy, even when she wasn't scoring, her defense, getting a block on J.O. a couple times, challenging Mother down low. It was on point. And Godmother, which says caller Stewie basically controlled the pace of the game, and they were able to keep the Aces in their web. She had them strung to her web. You know what I'm saying? However, what also messed up was the Aces were getting destroyed. That third quarter really messed the Aces up. If the Aces could have had that third quarter under wraps, they would have won this game. So the Aces really, the past two games, they really just ain't been dominated to me. To me, it's been more of them making mental mistakes, players not selling out on defense, some players getting cooked looking for the whistle. You're not going to get the whistle. You got to stop looking for the whistle. You got to play through it. You're a veteran team. You're a championship team. And plus the league don't like y'all. So y'all got to fight that. Y'all got to make y'all baskets. Y'all got to get to the basket. Elisa Clark, man, hit some big threes in this game. She did a great job. I thought we would see Gustafsson. I don't know why Becky won't play Gustafsson. Maybe she'll play him next game. Becky's problem to me is she doesn't go to her bench. Now, some people will say, well, who does she have on her bench? You don't know unless you throw them out there. Listen, your stuff isn't working. You have to throw other people out there to swing the momentum. A lot of times you're getting destroyed by the momentum. New York Liberty Stewie is controlling how this game goes. Whether she's scoring or not, she's playing defense. She's helping on the backside. She's also she's not only helping on the backside, she's also getting the ball to her shooters, her scorers. And she's getting Sabrina open a lot, so Sabrina could go off. And this is what I was trying to tell Brogad, no, Sabrina's not the point guard. The point guard is Stewie. Stewie's controlling the game. She's controlling where everybody goes. Sabrina's just bringing the ball up because when she brings the ball up and she's a scorer, people don't understand. This is why the Bulls had Michael Jordan bringing the ball up, but he was different. They had him actually running the point. but they had her bringing the ball up because she can decide whether I'm going to pass this ball off and then I'm going to wait for the screen to set so I could come off, either cut to the basket or cut back to the baseline mid-range, or I'm going to go to the elbow, or I'm going to go to the nail, or I'm going to go to the other side, or I'm going to do the logo three. So that's how she's playing it. Stewie is looking, seeing where it is, and she's drawing the defense where she can help set a screen so that extra defender won't be able to get over top or underneath and try to get to Sabrina. Sabrina's catching it and just letting it fly. And then she's getting it and getting past J.O. because J.O. is tired as hell, because J.O. is tired because she's trying to help with the scoring load and she's trying to play defense. So this is what I'm trying to tell him. Stewie's setting the plays up, setting things up. Sabrina's just bringing the ball up. That's all she's doing, because now she can either pass it or she can go to the basket, or she can get this 2-on-1 game going where her and John Quell or her and Stewie, and that is really destroying the aces. There is really destroying the aces. And the aces are like, they're all discombobulated. Asia is doing everything she can, but Asia down the stretch got to take over. She missed a couple bunnies, and then she started going in, and her shot making was perfect, but then they missed the free throws. Tip Hayes missed the free throws, which they could have tied the game up. And it would have put more pressure on New York, because New York was sort of choking down the stretch. Sabrina was missing a lot of threes down the stretch. They were kind of choking. Stewie was missing some shots. So they just got to clean that up. And I believe they can win the next two in Las Vegas. I was wrong the first two games how I was going to go. I was right about game one. I thought game two the Aces would win. But now I think they could win 3 and 4. I just don't see a sweep. They're either going to win 3 and 4 or just win 3 and lose. But I think they'll win 3 and 4 and 5. I think they're going to win the next 3. I mean, I believe they can. I believe they can win the next 3. We've seen this before in the NBA where you had a team down 0-2, right? And then the team just goes on and win 4 straight. I mean, I've seen it before. So, we'll see. But the New York Liberty, tip your hat off to them, tip your cap. They had a phenomenal game. Shout out to them sisters. They did their thing. And to the women on the team, they did their thing. So they handled it. They handled the adversity, and they're up 2-0. Let's see if they hold it. So now, Connecticut Sun and Minnesota Lynx. This game here was just the Lynx just out physical Connecticut. That's why I said if you can out physical Connecticut, or you can beat them at what they do, you'll win the game. Marina wasn't as on this game. She made some buckets throughout the game. DeWanna Bonner was off this game. And I told you guys, if DeWanna Bonner is not on, you're in trouble. Or if she isn't on, if nobody else is handling business, you're in trouble. Alyssa Thomas has just been carrying the Connecticut Sun offensively. She's been carrying them. She's been setting everybody up. She's been getting the boards. And she's been scoring with her shot put shot. And she's been handling business. But this game changed because Hines Allen just got big with everybody. She physical DeWanna Bonner. She physical Alyssa Thomas. She changed the whole game by her hustle, by her grit, doing the dirty work. That's what really helps the series, when you have somebody willing to do the stuff that nobody else is going to do. Courtney Williams was able to get off in the mid-range. She was able to get some of her shots off, which was dope. She had a good game. Kayla McBride, she out physical Marina Mabry and she out physical Dejanay Carrington. She out physical them. She got in their head. They weren't able to recover. The Lynx were on. Elena Smith played a lot better tonight. She was able to get some points on the board. Her defense and ability to switch is great. This is the thing about the Lynx. When they brought in Hines Allen, they brought in a true big, even though she's not tall in stature, but her physique makes her a big. She's sort of like a Ben Wallace type player, except I think she got a little more offensive game than Ben had. But Elena, Carlton, and Lady Z, I call her, they're able to play the 4, the 3, and the 2. They don't have to play the 5, so that really helps them out a lot. Elena Smith did well at the 5 as well. She was defending, and they were playing rough. They kept playing rough. They went toe to toe. They went toe to toe with them women. They let them know, like, look, this ain't finna be easy. We're here. Like, we want to win too. Now, Connecticut, I felt like they didn't play Ty Harris enough. Maybe she's on minutes restrictions a little bit, or maybe her ankles start messing up. I felt they should have went with Odato a lot sooner. Odato, for some reason, Bree Jones just has not been having a good second half of the season. She just hasn't. She's good for her size. She can defend, she can rebound, she can score. But Odato, in my opinion, has been the energy to help them. And I think they need to ride her down the stretch because of her length. She's lengthy and she got a huge wingspan. So she gives people problems. And I think the Connecticut Sun need to ride her more during the game. Excuse me. So that's how I look at it. Carlton hit some shots. Down the stretch, Dejanay was doing well. Mabry hit a shot, still wasn't enough. But they just out physical Connecticut this game. Connecticut just got pushed around, and Minnesota won. Now the third game gonna be even tougher because it's in Connecticut. That crowd's gonna be crazy, and and Alyssa Thomas, man, like, her and Hines Allen was finna get into it. Hines Allen got in her head, also got in DeWanna's head, got in everybody's head. McBride got in their head. And in the end of the second quarter, Hines Allen hit a shot, last second shot. And then the end of the third, Alyssa Thomas did it, and she was jawing back and forth with Hines Allen. And Hines Allen was talking right back to her. But this gets in your head too much. And Minnesota knows how they got to play. Minnesota got to play physical. You can't let the Sun be the bully. If they come to bully, you punch their ass in the mouth and let them know, nigga, you ain't bullying shit. It's going to be a long-ass game. You're going to have to deal with it. So that was my assessments of the game twos. I had to talk about Camila earlier because Cashapp, make sure you guys go subscribe to Simply Ball Dropping with Cashapp. The One Man Down Show, I believe that's his name. Y'all can go subscribe to him. Brother just sound dumb to me, so I just had to break that up. Had to say what I say. I couldn't hop on because he didn't put the link down, and I didn't feel like DMing Cashapp. But make sure y'all support them two guys. Make sure you support Casino for Life. You support MDT Sports, who did it this time. Auntie Says Talk Sports. Quita Love Sports. You got Fulan Speak Sports. Well, a lot of people speak of sports. One True Emperor does gaming. Bear Theater does gaming. Lobo L0B0 Beach, that's my guy. Who else? Who else? I'm missing somebody. Oh yeah, Chicago, Scott Central, them boys. J Mo, I think that's his name, and Hayes. Um, who did it this time? Shout out to who did it this time. Also, Kingdom Cast with C Pen. Them Kansas City Cheeks. Cheeks. Man, who else? Man, it's a lot of people, bro. It's a lot of people. Um, Coach Coleman and Coach Rowe. Shout out to Mutant Styles and Kraken AMG. They had a hurricane to hit them, man. They doing better, but you know it's tough over there. I got to do a news story on what they're not doing to help people. Okay, now trying to think who else. Who else? I think that's it. Oh yeah, Showtime Sports. Shout out to Showtime Sports. That's the bro there. He always come by, show love. Who else? Oh yeah, I Am Zoe Media. That's with Prince. Holla at Prince. Damn, who else? But yeah, that's all I got. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. If you love what you hear, you can donate to the page. Go to the description box, hit that link. Hit that link to the Cash App to donate whatever your heart's desire. You guys can also find me on Zelle. You guys can also super chat when the video's live or premiere, and you guys can always leave a super thanks once the video's over with. Thank you guys for listening, and tell me in the comment section what you thought about both game twos. What did you feel about it? Also, I want to hear how y'all feel about Camila. You know, I want to hear your assessment on her. So thank y'all for listening. I'm out. Deezy.